spot. Except, oh man, this looks good. Man, you guys enjoy the show today. Come back in. Welcome back to MBP Fishing, my friends. Welcome back in. I hope you guys enjoy the show today. And man, does this look good? We're right before storm front. Awesome, really high pressure. Just almost dead calm right now, folks. And I threw it right into a tree, my first cast. Nice. Watch what you're doing, Michael. Watch what you're doing. There's a tree right there. I did not see it. Yeah. Welcome back to MBP Fishing. Yes, sirree. Welcome back in. Yeah, well, thanks you for coming in. This is our channel. Yes, this is our channel. Well, I'll cast over here for a second. Yeah, this looks so good, folks. This looks incredible. Little drizzle, misty rain. Oh, God, dang it! Really? Sheesh! I'm sure you heard that on the feed, folks. That got pulverized. I missed it though. Fish is probably looking for it. Oh, buddy, come on. That's pretty good, whatever it was. Pound or so. Man. That was a pop and a half there, folks. I got pulverized. I think he grabbed the tail. You get the hook in his mouth. It's in the mouth. I think I might have spooked that one. I got a number of options right now, folks. I can put on a little spinnerbait. I got a larger one on right now. I might put a smaller one on. That's where I was trying to cast the first time. Yeah, we're just a little bit of drizzle rain right now. We're right before storm front's coming in. Didn't see too much in the way of super severe stuff, so I figured it was good enough to come down here and fish. Today we're going to be fishing for bass, crappie, bluegill, channel catfish. I do have some worms with me. Can't believe I missed that fish. Got to drill a little bit of. Get out here while we're getting good. Got a very quiet. Very shallow. Put on my little microphone. The micro bud baby works too, but the ones I got at Walmart, spinnerbaits work fine, but those, unfortunately, those buzz baits are crap. Down here. Work these guys to hit. Seeing some shad coming up to the surface, a lot of smaller insects. Hopper might kind of mimic those insects. Spinnerbait's one of my best options for checking out like I don't know. Might put on a smaller pig. We're gonna give her a shot. I do have the everything set up, so I'm just getting a few casts here right now, folks. This rain isn't gonna last, so I've gotta get some casts up. Oh, drink one rain. Pretty good. Who's behind you? Sucking cat right through it. I'm off. Pretty good fish, whatever. We've got plenty of time to do some other types of fishing once this storm front goes by, but right now I'm keyed in. Had an angler down here a minute ago, so might try a little harder than normal. Got it just right. Good show today. I feel like they want these. I mean, this wind is. Well, it's our first fish of the day. Not the size I was looking for, but still, first fish. Not the size I was looking for. Still, fish is a fish. No skunk on the feed, folks. Cool little bassy. That's not what hit over there. I was about 4 times the size. What? Hey, we'll take them. No skunk on the feed, my friends. Yeah, we're getting a little drizzle rain right now, folks. I was keyed in to try to catch some. We got one, though. Boy, that's a gorgeous little like, about 6 inches long. Little dink, buddy. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciated. All right, let's get our tablet on here, and we'll check that chat. Hope you guys enjoy the show today. And thank you so much for tuning in today. Let's see, we are off. There we are. Okay, we got one. Can't complain. I can complain a little bit. Oh boy. That's just our first fish, folks. I'm sure we're gonna catch some more. And our signal quality looks pretty good, at least, right? Let's see, Lisa, what's going on? How you doing today, Lisa? Lisa says hello, hello, buddy. And I see Patrick. How you doing today, Patrick? Patrick says Mike. It's the ice cold fisherman. How you doing today, my friend? Let's see, and Kid says hi. We getting drops of rain in our camera here. Can't see what the heck it's trying to bounce around like that. And we got a super chat. Don't forget to give that a thumbs up, my friends. For my man MVP, the best fisherman around the Mississippi River. I don't know about that, but I do try. Let's see, Kid says, where are we fishing at today? Old Fallon Park in St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, this lake goes all the way around this way, so we're fishing a little cove right now. And Colt, what's going on? How you doing today, Colt? And Ben, appreciate you coming in, Ben. And then Colt. So Ben says, hey, I'm here. Thunder, I'm a bit hungover. Have to let someone pick up drink with dinner. I didn't make it to dinner. And I got you, my friends. And Gator with all those cool emojis. Yep, those are member-only emojis. Lisa with the heart. It says, let's go on, Peter. But it was a good drink. All right, Ben. Boy. Let's see. Ben says, it was a Royal Crown whiskey. Too expensive. Ooh. Let's see, Tom, what's going on? How you doing today, Tom? Tom says hi. And Heather. Heather's laughing her butt off. Hey, fish is a fish. And Kid says, woo. Yeah, that's just our first fish, folks. Carly says hi. Again, thank you for that super chat, my friend. Let's get some WWs in the chat for ice cold fishing. Another awesome channel, my friends. Let's see, Ben says, I'm in Hawaii, and it's expensive. So I might mix it with pineapple juice and had too much. Latonya, how you doing, Latonya? Latonya says MVP. How you doing today, Latonya? We've got sprinkling rain. It's not supposed to rain for more to about maybe 12:30 or 1, so she should be stopping any time now. Let's see, Spawn, what's going on? How you doing, Spawn? Spawn says hi, Mike. Ben says he is. Gator says pretty sure he is, bro. Let's see, Honeycut. How you doing today, Honeycut? Honeycut says hi. Johnny says, I'm great. Thanks for asking. Great to hear, my friend. See, Carly says, I told you to do this, Don Julio. But you said, boy. Ron says, hungry. Yep, 2011. Peter says, Honeycut. Boy says, I thought, Adam, it was 20s or something. Oh, boy. I'm going to stay out of that argument. Right on. Tell you what, that fish hit in that direction, we might be. Not sure if I should keep up with the popper or not. That one flew up at it, but like, didn't want to kill it like a usual bass does in fairgrounds. Looked like it was just like, get away from me, dang it. I don't want you near me. Now the spinnerbait, he popped the spinnerbait. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to keep getting some strikes. Hard pressed to see it with my eye the way it is. It's still sore. Very difficult to zoom in on things. And at the max distance, I can barely see this popper. Yeah, she's drizzling rain right now. Wind started picking up again. That's interesting. Now, this whole cove is extremely shallow, but there's structure all over out here thanks to that tornado we had. So I don't know where the fish usually these fish are like right around the edges. With that tornado we did, they could be out here right in the middle. Can't really zoom in on stuff right now. My eyes go, either that way or that way. Both directions are pretty good. That side over there gets fished less. Don't seem like they want to get stopped. Had one blow up over there. Should have had a half a dozen. Wind starts to blow a little bit. Little micro popper, unlike your larger size, you really do need almost dead hands. Almost laugh. Today, I just got that feeling now where she's going to start raining harder now, folks. We are close to a protected zone. I just got to grab our gear and run if we have to. I'm going to put on our little little Strike King mini spinnerbait on. And we might be running for the protected zone over there. It was only supposed to rain till like 1 o'clock. It's already 1:30, so I guess they were wrong about that. She started raining at about 11:30, a little lighty, misty stuff, and I saw the radar. It seemed like it was dissipating, so I figured I'm not too worried about it at the moment yet. But, you know, you never know. You don't want to get your gear, like, totally obliterated in this stuff. Could sit underneath the tree here for a minute. Hey, I'm hoping this is it. I hope it's not going to get too much more rain than this.
I've been out here since 9 o'clock, Mike.
What do you think? This stuff going to keep going?
It's like, it's not going to be constant, but it's breaking up. You
This
can
is,
tell right here.
yeah, this
I ain't
isn't
even
too
looking at
bad.
the weather. I'm just looking at all this right here. It's not going to stay long. It's just I got to cut hair and shit. So you already know how they go.
Drive safe.
Yes, sir. You too, brother. You have a nice day.
Got our little Strike King mini spinnerbait on. This is lots of big bass for us. Well, I wish I'd known I was going to do this. I'd have brought my little mini raincoat. We always set our new I lost a lot of I got hit by the tornado. the day, my friends. And that one popped as soon as it hit the water. That's a little better, folks. That's a little better. That's a lighter colored one there. Beautiful fish, folks. Number 2. Gorgeous fish. Hey, I'm already happy, folks. Already caught 2. I love it, my friends. Beautiful guy. Yeah, we might be sitting underneath the shade tree, a tree here for a minute till this stuff goes by. My buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, our stuff's getting wet, so I might be moving underneath the tree here for just a minute. I don't mind my other stuff getting wet. I just don't like the camera getting wet. See, I'm gonna move you guys down a little bit. Now we can get underneath a tree, and that it's not raining much, so that way we can kind of get you guys out of the rain. Get me out of the rain, anyways. Get me. We're gonna be moving around anyway, so yeah. Right. Already got 2. One was on a larger spinnerbait, the other one was on a smaller one. Let me get in here and chat and see what's going on. Yeah, over here you can't even feel it raining. Underneath these trees. And she looks like I can see blue sky from over that direction. So this will hopefully be the last of the drizzle rain. It's just enough to get these guys to start really actively feeding. All right, here we are, my friends. See 19 people in and seeing 27 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hope you guys enjoy the show today. Well, I've got to get back in chat here. Where was I? Here says Google. Latonya says Carly. Carly says Latonya. Let's see, Radio, what's going on? How you doing, Radio? Radio says hi. Let's see, Ben says, that's cool, Seth. Oh, SJO is in the house. How you doing, Seth? I'll be 44 in October. Yikes. Hey, I got a few years on you, buddy. I'm 58. Ben says, I was 25. Yeah, I was 20. I'm 25 once. That says, LOL, Carly. Let's see, Gator. Ben's laughing his butt off. Carly says, hi, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Skip Deck Cindy. Another awesome channel. Appreciate you guys coming in and joining me today. And we are, picture looks like, obviously that's going to happen. A few little storms around, so we'll have to deal with that. Let's see. Cindy says, hi, Latonya. Cindy says, hey, all. Let's see. Gator says, hi, Cindy. Cindy says, hi, Gator. Let's see. And Donnie. How you doing today, Donnie? Donnie says, it's pouring rain down south in Mississippi. Tropical rain moving in. Up from the Gulf of Mexico. We're getting a little drizzle rain right now. Carly says hi, Radio. Let's see, Ben says it was 9 in 2010. Gotcha, my friend. Cindy says hi, Seb. Let's see, Ranyo. How you doing, Ranyo? Ranyo says, hey, let's catch a bunch. Already caught 2 today so far. That's a good start. Ben says I was in elementary in 2012. Let's see, Easton. How you doing, Easton? I only caught 2 bluegill today. Fish are fish. As long as you get out in the water, get the lines wet, that's what counts, my friends. And we still look like poo. Crap. She does not like being near this tree. She's probably wet, so let's see what I can do with this. She probably doesn't like Probably not getting a great signal, I'm afraid. Let me refresh this here. And we still look like dung beetles. I can see the lines. Hopefully that will clear it up, folks. Sorry about that. Spawn, how you doing today, Spawn? Let's see, and Petunia, is that Lake Anna? No, this is a little lake called Fallon Park in St. Louis, Missouri. Good picture. Let's see. Seth says, I'm doing well. Awesome to hear, my friend. Seth says, hey, Spawn. And Sean, how you doing today, Sean? And Dan, how you guys doing today? Donnie, all right, we're okay, folks. It's just this. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with this drizzle rain for a while. No worries. At least we got you guys in a spot that's not gonna get flooded. I want to get my camera. Probably cast my bigger spinnerbait for my largest one, my smaller one afterwards to see if there's any smaller ones, because bigger ones seem to spin a bit better. After that 7 pounder on our little mic right chain, it does not like to spin. We're gonna have to oh, dude, twice. Oh, twice. I ain't got the trail on today. I've just got a regular picked up. Seems like I was getting more bass in that direction, so I'm not sure. We might be going to the wrong way. Seems like we were getting more bass in that direction. I don't know. No, we can make one more move over here before we go back in another direction. It does get deeper when you get over here a little bit further. I did not put our wind block back on, did I? Duh. How you doing, Bambi? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Bambi says, get 'em, Pops. I'll definitely try, my friend. We've caught 2 so far today. One about a 1/4 pound and one about a 1/2 pound. And we do have worms and stuff, so we've got other options. There's plenty of fish in this lake. It's just getting down here. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, let me check that chat. Make sure everything's doing okay. Think. Let's see, Flaws, what's going on? Ahmad says hi. And Elwina, how you doing today, Elwina? And Arnold. Let's see, Dan says MVP fans. Let's see, Bambi says hi. Let's see, good picture. It's your tablet. Yeah, you're right. I try to keep her in, and sometimes it's just better to refresh her just in case. Let's see, Elwina with the thumbs up. Thank you, Cindy, for letting me know. Let's see, Elwina says hi. Seth says, hey, Don. Let's see. Seth says, hey, Flaz. Let's see, Bambi says, hey, all, and Flaz. Let's see, Arnold says, Ahmad, hello. Let's see, Bambi, yep, get 'em, Pops. All right, 15 people still in. Let's see, 34 thumbs up. Bambi says, good luck and prayers, friend. Let's see, Emro, how you doing, Emro? Emro says, just took it a couple days off work to do some bass fishing. Got a bruise on my stomach from setting the hook so much. Hey, I actually been there. It's a good feeling. It's definitely a good one. Like, man, I should be complaining about this bruise, but man, it feels so good. It's like getting the bass thumb. You want to complain about it, but then again, you still have the extra dodge. That 2-pounder. Yeah, there are some big bass. Right. Just about to die. Yes. smaller than them, but that bigger spinnerbait is just a little larger. It's hard for us to get anything exactly the size of your local pond. Get it close to that, and you're doing a pretty good job. They dry down here, what these fry are down here. They could be little bass, bluegill, or crappie. Whatever they are, they're just cats. To go for with that. Drag down a little bit. That's right in front of where those geese are. I know where that fish is, so I got to remember where he is when we move over there. And I'll keep an eye on my stuff. It's right over there, so. There's actually some nice fish down here. I just got to get them to hit. All right, it's pretty good. Go ahead and come back for our other rod. All right, let's see. hard to hook a channel cat on a spinnerbait. A lot of times their mouths won't open up enough to get the hook in their mouth. They'll grab on the skirt and they'll wind up setting the hook in the duffing. It does look like a good spot to set up. Now, twice. Dude. Look at that. Big old swirl right there. That fish is white. Yeah, I think this is Just give me a second. I'll go back over here and get our gear. Only take me a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back, folks. Now, I think we're gonna do some other species of fishing here. I think there might be that last one. I think was a big crappie. Sorry about that. Let me refresh this. So I've got a good spot in chat here. 4 people still in. 39 thumbs up. Again, I apologize. We gotta moving around. We gotta keep up with our gear. Let's see, Rude, what's going on? How you doing today, Rude? Rude says MVP. Hello, hi everyone. All right, tell you what. While everyone comes back in, probably doing the old bathroom bait. Get worm out here and see if we can catch some other species out here. We've already caught 2 bass today, so missed a couple more. Now, we like to multi-species fish when we're down here, folks. Get different variety, different types. While we bring worm with us, we bring artificials. Get as many different types of fish as we can. Yeah, this is just a little very, very small hook. I'm number 10, I believe it is. Thin wire hook, extremely small. Let's see what's down here. I'm sure there's going to be stuff down here, but I wonder what it is. Got him. Channel cat. Yeah, that's what I was missing on my spinnerbait. Yep, that's what I was missing on the spinnerbait, folks. Channel catfish. These little suckers are hard to hook on an artificial. Come on, you old stinker, open your mouth. Man, he does not want to open his mouth. Look at that. I got you. So, let's see. 2 largemouth and a channel catfish so far today. Beautiful guy, folks. Beautiful fish, folks. Look at the spots on that guy. Like a Dalmatian. Gotta love it, my friends. Gotta love it. Yeah, that'll go about a pound. Beautiful fish, folks. Alright, buddy. Thank you. Appreciated. See, 10 people still in. Let's see, and 42 thumbs up. That's just incredible, my friend. Let's see, in row. Let's see, Rude. Bambi says, hey, Rude. And Rose says, I had a great time off work. And thanks to MBP to making the first day back not such a drag. I appreciate it. You're very welcome, my friend. Let's see, Bambi with the thumbs up. Let's see, Seth says, hey, Rude. Rude says, hey, Seth. Seth says, hi. And Rose says, hello, good. Yep, definitely a good bruise. I liked him, that bruise. Let's see, Les, what's going on? How you doing, Les? Les says, Rude. Seth says, Les. That says SJO. And Dan says, what size do the freshwater bass get up to, guys? In this lake, they get up to be about 7 or 8 pounds. Most of them are in like the pound, half pound, 3/4 pound range, but there are some bigger ones in here. As you guys can attest from our previous live feeds down here. Bambi says, woo. Dan says, get it. See, Emerald says, get it. See, Big Boy, how you doing, Big Boy? Big Boy Rails says, hey, brother. How you doing today? Doing okay, my friend. The rain seems to have pushed out. Caught a channel catfish and 2 largemouth bass so far. Let's see, Bambi says, hey, Big Boy says, what's up? Seth says, I'm getting better, Big Boy Rails. Let's see, Big Boy says, that's good to hear. Yeah, I had an infected eye for a while. I had to manage that for quite a bit. I got a scratch right in my right in the inside of my eye there, right underneath my eyelid. It got infected, and I had to have eye drops for a while. Antibiotic eye drops. Yeah, that stuff burned. My eye is still pretty sore from that stuff. And I don't know about you, but that putting eye drops in your eye doesn't seem natural. Yeah. Now that explains what I was missing on that spinnerbait. It kept hitting. I must have had that channel cat hit 7 or 8 times. It still kept missing. But that's why we got the worms out. Because even if I can't hook them on the artificial, they will hit a little itty bitty worm. I know, Bambi's like, ew, gross. Come on. If you're an outdoorsman and you get grossed out by a worm, give it up. It's hard for my eye to zoom in on anything. Oh, that was a pop, man. That bobber went. Got a lot of little structure down here. Must be perfect for these channel and bass to be hiding in. Ah, crap. I don't want to miss losing my hook, but I don't want to lose my... One good thing about this very thin wire hook, it pops off very easily. Of course, I hook anything over about 7 or 8 pounds, you're toast. I kind of tested that down in the river. I was very low on hooks a couple of times down the river, and I had to put one of these little suckers on. And I landed a fish that I got to hit, but man, was it a friggin' pain in the butt. Drop the fish. Mine now. That's okay. We're just getting started. Caught two largemouth and a channel catfish so far. One of those bass was kind of on the small side. The other one was getting okay. I don't want to put the popper back on down here. But then again, I've caught fish on both sides of the spinnerbait, so I'm not. I don't want to change yet. It's hard to see that bobber with the way my eye is. I can't really focus in on it. Get into that worm off. We're gonna put that out right here, right in front of you guys. Casting this spinnerbait for a minute. That's a good size. Nicked that 3 times before I finally hooked it. That's our 3rd largemouth of the day. Yeah, talk about a very effective lure. That little mini, that Strike King spinnerbait. That is a dynamite lure, folks. If you ain't got that in your box, go get one. Yeah, it's about a ½ pound, 3/4. Pretty little largemouth. Beautiful guy. Oh, I gotta love it, my friends. Smells like shad. Get a mirror close for you guys. Beautiful fishy. Buddy. Why do fish taste salty? You cook them, you need to have salt. Yeah, they just taste salty. 13 people in and 49 thumbs up. Let's see. Dan says, looks so much fun with the lures. Yeah, I try to have fun out here, and we're getting more rain coming in out of a clear blue sky. Man, this ain't gonna last long. I'm kind of looking, where the heck is it coming from? Oh boy. Alright, Bambi with the heart emojis. Appreciate you guys coming in and joining me, and hope you're enjoying the show today. Let me set my spot in chat here so I don't lose her. Point that down. And that was a little mini. I like this. Oh, I really do. I don't want to move down again. I don't want to, so I'm going to. I kind of want to, so yep, I'm gonna. And you get a bird's eye, close eye view of the entire shoreline when. Plus, we get to put the camera underneath the thing a little bit more because I think we've had enough rain on our cell phone already. All right, let's put that right there. That was a nice bat. Pop, 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 and the third time I finally got it. How did I miss that? I keep remembering a lot of these aren't even bass. A lot of them count got dropped. Then I felt it pop. I just 3 turns with that one as a bite I didn't want. Behind you guys, man. I got the flower sitting over here. I forgot we had our bobber still sitting over there. We do that as well. I just happened to look over and I saw my bobber come back up. Hey, baby. I wonder if this is. It sometimes works. Let me show you a little trick I do when I'm you guys got a few night crawlers, around your bucket, and you're out bass fishing. Take one of your night crawlers, hook that little stinker once in the head. This is on there good. Just cast her like this. This is one of my oldest little tricks for catching bass. Now I think there was a bass or a channel catfish I just missed. With that bobber about that deep and that night crawler hooked once, cast that right where you missed that bass. 99 times out of 100, no matter how big that bass is, you're going to hit it. Now, assuming you can keep away from it. I don't do it once because I don't like wasting the night crawler. And the sun's come out after the rain. It's going to be one dead day. I've not been a bass for them. That was a crappie. That's why I don't like wasting the night crawler, especially when you got bluegill around. You can't get around the bluegill, no matter how hungry that bass is. You're not gonna be able to get to it. That's okay. I know there's bluegill in here. Messing with other stuff. I just heard he won. You know me, I always put too much soil in here. I'd rather have too much than too little. Too much is fine, you just gotta find a little much. Too little and you wind up, they wind up dying. I'd rather dig for them a little bit than them die on you. Okay. Not the grass. Worm. Put it out right in front of you guys. Back a little. Well, let me check that cat. Oops. Pull up my sleeves here, and yeah, all of a sudden the humidity just jumped. The temperature just went woo. It went up like a bat rocket. It went up like. And we are looking icky, aren't we? No, we cleared up. Yeah, it takes a minute for it to clear up when we move. I got that. Let's see. Who do we have in chat here? Don't look up at the birds. Yeah, I know. I learned that a long time ago. Can't leave out the June bug. Yep, great color. Shad, black, June bug. Awesome colors. I hope you feel better, Seth. Let's see, Emerald says, favorite bass bait, Guggen brand rubber worm, color blue, baby blue. I do like Guggen baits. They're actually a little soft, but at the same time, if you're using lighter gear, you want one of those. Yeah, you want your soft plastics to be a little soft. See with my rods, if I try to set the hook with a regular soft plastic with my smaller rod tips, I can't get through it. I like the bandito bugs, the craws they make. I've also have a few of their new inline spinners designs they've come up with. I don't know how I got those. I think I got those free from someone or something. I just screwed doing my worm off. They're pretty good baits. They're designed for specific things. People complain about them being soft, but there's a reason why they make them soft for specific purposes. If you're going to be throwing in super heavy cover, and you've got 50-pound braid on, obviously put something a little tougher on. If you're fishing in like light gear, fishing around smaller stuff, big bass. That softer plastic's gonna come in handy. See, Dan. Dan says, don't look up the birds. See, yep, I'm definitely having fun. Let's see, Bambi, with the popcorn and the fishing emojis. Let's see, Flava, what's going on? How you doing? Flava's the 44th. Flava says hi. And Flava sent that jewel. Thank you, my friend. Look at that. Ooh, that was a big bass right there, right by the bank. Hoo-hoo. Man. Thank you for that jewel, my friend. I gotta get that. That was a freaking 2-pound bass. Right there. Like sliding here, right by the bank. He might hit a night crawl. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. That was a 2-pound largemouth that chased the bluegill dang near out of the water right by the bank. Doing that. Our channel is all about positive vibes, moving forward, and enjoying the outdoors. I stay positive. I had him. Oh, dadgummit, man. He had it. 2-pound largemouth, 2-pound tail cat. He had it. I lifted it up. I thought it would snag and pull back. I forgot. I haven't used this technique. So Bobber and worm right by the bank. Off it again. I'll get it. Well, that looked like the bluegill he was chasing. I'll take it. Our first bluegill of the day. Nice little, like, 6-incher. Pretty little guy. That was a bluegill that bass was chasing. Pretty little guy. Little male. So let's see. 1, 2, 3 largemouth with channel catfish and bluegill. I love it, my friends. Gotta love it. Yeah, you gotta wait a second when you're doing live streams like this, so the AI picks up you having some sort of activity. Because you gotta wait there, and if you don't, and you're too quick on your releases, it doesn't pick it up. See, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that was a bluegill that bass was chasing. I'd much rather have the bass, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, stinker, it tore up my worms. That's a real big bluegill in this place. It's got some 8 to 10 inches in here for people to catch. I don't want to let you free up. That's where the fish was set. Sorry, buddy. You don't get spooked. You got my worm off. Alright, let me just make a few more casts. Yeah, tell you what, that was such a big bass. Tell you what, I'm gonna get my bigger stuff made over here, full size. Man, talk about a fly. All right, folks. Tell you what, I'm not mine, but score, folks. Something I can figure out how to use those speakers. All right, that pulls that. All right, so that pulls that together. Yep, I think I got it working. Mine now. I need a good pair of needle nose. Putting them in my bag. Fine. I actually love fishing down to these lakes a lot of times. I find more fishing gear than I own. Oh, probably $20 pair of needle nose pliers. You guys remember about the little trick? Remember our 7-pounder we got down here the other day? It was I cast back to a spot that I'd already worked. And that fish hit. You know, in these small little like city ponds and stuff, these fish are used to seeing people. And if you walk down a spot, a lot of times those fish are just walk down. Once you walk away, they come right back. And that must have taken 15 casts on that spot. Like you guys are not chasing big shad. There's big shad in this lake, but there's also a lot of smaller ones. It seems like you're chasing the smaller shad. Little full-size willow leaf don't seem to be hitting. Going after it all that much. Alright, I'm gonna remember where that bass is. I might come back to that. We're gonna move down just a little bit more here. Move right underneath the next shade tree. That seems like a good way to work these spots. Just keep moving from shade tree to shade tree. All right, 13 incredible people in, seeing 54 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. You guys are enjoying the show today. Let's see, Flavor Sip, big love. Let's see, Seth says, I have not fished on film in 50 days. Man, you got to get back out there, Seth. Man, even with the way my eye was hurting for a while, I was like, dude, I got to get out fishing. I don't care. Get out there, fish. fact, a lot of times you got to do that. The older you get, the more days you just want to set in. What I have here. This is the one that seems to be catching, in honesty. I'm getting them to hit that bigger one, but a lot of these guys don't seem to be big enough. Like putting on the proper trailer. I think I'm gonna put on a little. I'll show you something. I should have some kind of size in here. It's taking me a second to find one. Sometimes putting on the right trailer can really change your strike. Hook up the strike ratio. Let's see if I got any in here. Something that works with that sucker. That would work, but I'm not sure if they're used. Just want that a little bit longer. Yep, that's about right. Carp just jumped out in the middle of the lake. There are a few big carp in this lake, but not many. All right. I'm going to show you what I did with this. I put a little trick worm on the end of that. Now, that doesn't seem like much of a difference, but when this blade spins, it's going to wobble. It's going to make that tail wobble with it. I mean, look very realistic. Cat. And did mention there are some big carp in this lake. Every once in a while, I'll hook one, mess them with worm, messing with bluegill and stuff. Last one I caught this spring, I was fishing for trout. And I had a little tiny hook on, a little bit of corn, yep, that sucker took me, I think, 25 minutes to land down here. That was probably about 18, 20 pounds. It was in February or something. Lake just unthawed. I wonder what I. Well, that was a little hard on that one, but our second video. I know I should probably be using these suckers for live baits. These things on home. Problem is these bass are so used to seeing bluegill that they won't hit them. Let's see, 3 largemouth, a channel catfish, and this is our second bluegill. So 4, 5, 6. That's 6 so far today. 3 largemouth. Yep. There's some good ones down here, folks. That's a little 5-inch. Pretty little guy. Gotta love it, my friends. Buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Mandy, what's going on? How you doing today, Mandy? Mandy Candy says hi. Let's see, Bambi says topwaters today. Let's see, Mahad. How you doing today, Mahad? Mahad says hi. I don't know. With that little bit of wind, I'm not sure if that would be the right. He says, hey, Mandy. Mahad says hi. Mahad says hi again. Mahad says, I don't want to look. Mahad says, hi, my friends. How are you? Doing okay, my friend. Wind, got a little bit of a wind starting to go. Seth says, sorry for the typos. No worries, Seth. Let's see, Mahad says, how much fish, bro? Let's see, 3 largemouth, a channel catfish, and 2 bluegill so far. And the largemouth weren't too bad. Donnie says, I hear you, Seth. So much rain here. It's been a little while since I've been. The river just got back to normal. Yeah, the river's pretty much flooded where we are too right now. Let's see, JR says, how you doing today, JR? JR Buds. JR Buds says, hi, brother. Seth says, I have a severe fungus infection, Donnie. Bambi says, hi. Yeah, I had a pretty good infection in my eye, but it's just clearing up. Still some pain, and I prayers, Seth. I hope you get better soon, my friend. Let's see, bass fishing, what's going on? How you doing today, bass fishing? Bass fishing says MVP. See, Donnie says, oh, whoa, Seth. Got you into my prayers. No worries about that. Let's see, Wraith, what's going on? How you doing, Wraith? Is there a gator in the ponds? No, we're just a little bit too far north to be getting gators down here. Let's see, Bass Fishing says, Rugen baits are great, especially where they're free. Bass Fishing says, nice. That says, hey, Bass Fishing. Bass Fishing says, Seth. Bambi says, topwater. Let's see. Seth says hi. Let's see. Eric, what's going on? How you doing, Eric? Eric says hi. See Latonia with the emojis. And Scooby, how you doing, Scooby? Scooby says, hey, Mike, what's up? Bass Fishing says, big old bluegill eaters. Scooby says, hey, Seth. ER says, how's your day going, Mike? Pretty good. 3 largemouth, a channel catfish, and let's see, 2 bluegill. Scooby says, yeah, okay. ER says, hi, Latonia. Scooby says, hey, Latonia. Says, what's new? Whopper plopper. I actually don't have any whopper ploppers. No, I do have a regular popper, and I do have a buzz bait. Ploppers are just a little bit out of my price. Fortunately, that would be my entire budget. Plopper. Not going to get a good plopper, you might as well not get one. There's a major difference between your hookup and your strike ratio on a good plopper. You get tons of strikes on them, but you better change your hooks when you get them things, because cheaper ploppers, they come with terrible, terrible, terrible hooks. They're like pieces of dull steel that grinding down with 3 hours to get a nice little fine edge to them, and then your first fish you catch, they dull up again. Oh man. Hey, another nice little bluegill. That's how easy it is to catch bluegill on this lady. A lot less work. It's our third of the day, so 3 bluegill. See a 3 bluegill, 3 largemouth, and a channel catfish so far. Cool little guy. That's a pretty male. Gorgeous fishy. Check out the colors on that one. Beautiful guy. Awesome, my friends. Gotta love it. All right, buddy. See you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, anyways, the river's so dang high right now. She's over flood stage. More folks. Yeah, that's a little hybrid. Yeah, that's a little hybrid, folks. That's a pretty little guy. Might be some of the fish we're missing down here. Are these guys? That's a cool little hybrid, folks. Beautiful guy. I love it. See you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Abby says, good job. I heard a duck. Thanks, Abby. Let me pin that up. Hi, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Getting any?
Well, I'm trying to get some bait so I can go catch my catfish.
Any? Getting any? Oh,
Not a couple shit.
that's perfect. Oh, yeah, those are awesome. Down on the river, man, 100%.
Yeah.
Good luck.
What's your channel name, man? So I can check you out.
It's Bees and Boy, Peas and Paul Fishing. MBP Fishing. Thanks, Abby. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Yeah, see, they're doing it right over there. Throwing away all the other fish and keeping the shad. Yeah, they got 3 or 4 really big shad in there. That's the way you're gonna do it. That's the way to do it. Unfortunately, it does mean it kind of spooks the rest of the shoreline, but I'm not too worried about that. All right, that's a low pull there. all the way around. Let me get our gear together. We'll move down. My soft plastics out. In my pocket. Put them in my bag when I get over here. Back to that jet as soon as I get to our next spot. We saw if we are walking to our next spot. Yeah, they're running a gun and they're grabbing shad. There's plenty of shad in this lake, so I never had any problems with people coming down here and getting bait fish illegally. But it's just the reason why I don't have any problem with it, because the stuff's expensive in the store. And you can understand wanting to come down and grab some. As long as people throw back the bass and other type species, the game fish, I'm fine with it. Abby says, you're welcome. Fishy Things, what's going on, Fishy Things? How you doing, buddy? Fishy says, woo. Fishy with all the cool emojis. Seth says, hey, Fishy. Fishy says, hey, Seth. Rude says, MVP. How you doing, Rude? Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Let's see, Fishy says, Bambi. Seth says, hey, Rude. Abby says, hey, Rude. Hey, Rude. Rude. It's got a bunch of awesome emojis now. Yep, again, thank you, Fishy, for helping me out with those emojis. Appreciate it, my friend. And Miss Giggy, how you doing today, Miss Giggy? Miss Giggy says, hi, Mike and everyone. Abby says, hey, Manny. Let's see. Fishy says, Miss Giggy. And Karen. Karen says, hey, buddy. Said Apollo Park. No, actually Fairgrounds Park. So this is Fairgrounds Park in St. Louis, Missouri. Fishy thinks thumbs our pleasure. I see 9 people in and seeing 71 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see. So far we caught 3 largemouth, 3 bluegill, and a channel catfish so far. Not doing too bad. Start of the whim, we had a drizzling rain. Rain kind of moved off, and now we've got increasing heavier wind. Got him. Awesome. Right at the rod tip. So that's our 4th largemouth today, folks. Right at the rod tip, folks. Awesome fish. Gotta love it, my friends. Right at the rod tip. Gotta love it, folks. Beautiful largemouth. Absolutely wonderful. Gotta love it, my friends. Let me make sure our picture is clear here. And yeah, we're looking good. Gotta love it. It's an awesome bass. And another like 3/4 of a pound. Not quite a pound, but hey, fish is a fish. I love these guys. Thank you. Thank you. He did a little backflip bust for us right after we let him go. Awesome, my friends. See, Karen says, where are you at? And is there Lancaster Apollo Park? Okay, cool. I thought you were in California. No worries, Zep. A lot of lakes look alike. Let's see, says, hey, Miss Giggy. Says, hey, Danny. Oh, Danny, how you doing, my friend? Danny says, dropping by and liking, watching movie. Hi to all in chat. Gigi says hi. Let's see, Dan says, doing well, bloke. Let's see, Bambi says, woo. Let's see, Seth says, hey, Dan. Let's see, Bambi says, nice, #1. Appreciate that, my friend. I hope you guys are enjoying the show today. 4 largemouth, 3 bluegill, and a channel catfish. So we've caught 7 so far. And that was on the little $1 Walmart spinnerbait. Willow leaf. I ain't got a trailer on that. What's the sign thing? Special trout regulations. No cast nets, no allowed, November 1st. We're allowed 2 bass over 18 inches, 4 rainbow trout, 5 tail catfish. We're talking about an artificial kills, stainless trout, an actual bait for that. 90% of the time I'm using a rooster tail. Yeah, I really don't care about people using cast nets as long as they use them with, intelligence. I'm like, oh yeah, I just caught an 18-inch bass. I guess I'll throw that in my bucket with all of my shad. That's just there's a term, dumb, meaning one thing to anyone. Now those guys, they were just keeping some shad for cut bait. I saw them throw back two or three small largemouth. And cut bait is actually pretty expensive, so you can understand people wanting to save a few bucks. I can understand. Well, I saw him throw back several small tails. They just put those cat without grip on it. Big old cat. Right there. Let me get my little micro. My little spinner bait down here. Yeah. Views I kind of give you guys, you're kind of sorry I get in the way and fish. But dang it, Mike, just get out of the way. All we want to do is just watch the views, scenery. But we're a fishing town. Don't complain much. I'm just curious about what's going on out here for worm guys. Well, if fish come up to the surface and grab it. That's some places you don't even get a bite before. Moving too much, I gotta keep it. Might set her down for a while. There's a lot going on. See that? Not even a bite on one ring here. Huh? This goes to show from one spot to the next. Over there in that one spot, we couldn't keep the worm out in the bluegill. Down here, doesn't seem like there's any down here. I think this spot's been opened up, and they've gotten a lot of the trees and stuff out, so people are casting those nets in. Let's see what's going on in chat. See, Florida, how you doing, Florida? Florida Fishing says hi. Florida Fishing says hi again. Seafood says let's go. Abby says welcome in, Florida. See 14 incredible people in and seeing 72 thumbs up. Awesome, my friends. See, so far we've caught 4 largemouth, 3 bluegill, and a channel catfish. That's the way to do it, folks. Get out here, get yourself a bucket of shad, go home, freeze them, and then you've got shad for the entire season. what, I've been getting the bass more on the bigger fish, you know. It's like the side of someone's house that walked in. Yeah, like structure, man, that was a yep, that one. Yeah, that cast there looks like it pushed all the bass right. That's the second one getting right from the bottom. That's another like half pound, 3/4 of a pound. Right in there for a second. Let's get a worm out here. That a little deeper in the line. Obviously, that's tight. It's not around itself. There's no way I'm going to get that off without breaking that line on. Oh, I guess that's right. I'm going to put that a little deeper. Line it up. No, not. Yeah, I guess there is a knot. That's 3/4. No, not. they got like 15 mile per hour winds. We didn't have any wind here. Right on my head. Out right in front of us, and I'm gonna get my mini strike king out here and get the gas. One rod on top of the other, and I picked up one. Pop. Running in with the run with it, folks. I'll be good. And it looks like he started to. Almost got it all off. Try that again. Yeah, those sticks are coming from. Out of focus. Out of. And that's that's our second meow meow of the day. Hi, buddy. That's our second team cat of the day. It's probably what I'm missing on the spinnerbait a lot of times is these guys. It's a cool guy there. Beautiful fish, folks. So that's our second channel catfish of the day. We've caught 4 largemouth, 3 bluegill, and 2 channel catfish now. Beautiful guy. Gotta love it, my friends. A little, like 3/4 of a pound, not quite a pound on that one. Don't do it, buddy. Even you guys will open your hand up. He is. We got very thin wire hooks, so as long as he opens his mouth, I can get that hook out. Alright. It's out. Buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see what's going on in chat. So 7 people in and 79 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see. Care Bear, what's going on? How you doing, Care Bear? Care Bear says hi. Let's see, Andy says hi. Let's see. Debbie says hi, Care Bear. Let's see, Manu. How you doing today, Manu? Manu says hi. Debbie says hi. Let's see, Seth says, hey, Care Bear. Let's see, Seth says, hey, Manu. And Miss Daisy. How you doing today, Miss Daisy? Miss Daisy says, hey, Mike. He says, woo. Seth says, Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy says, hi, Seth. We're doing okay, Miss Daisy. Caught, let's see, 4 largemouth, 2 channel catfish, and 3 bluegill. We're still getting strikes on all these guys. Still cooking these guys. I don't know what I can do with that one. I just help to grab it, get on it, hold on to it. No.
What happened to your bicycle?
Sitting on the ground.
No, you had a bicycle.
No, I got a scooter.
You had a bicycle.
Years ago. I haven't ridden a bicycle in like 3 years.
What happened to it?
Now I got the electric scooter.
Oh, man.
It's way easier. Now that's way easier. All I have to do is plug it into the wall and put the button down. I'm getting like strikes every cast. They are, I don't know what they are. I don't think they're quite big enough to hit that spinnerbait. I'm on live stream right now. Well, I kept looking at the funny.
got a lot of them. So just gotta put the little guys out. Wasn't sure what the weather was gonna be, but way too much fluid. Obviously. Obviously. Wow. Got the miles and gas back. Close. Check my tap. Caught a couple nice fish there. Had a couple more strikes. Sometimes there's only a certain amount of fish in each spot. And they kind of get spooked a little bit there. Let's see. Chat. Abby says, I better get y'all. Thank you. Great day. Good luck. Tight lines. All right. Thanks, Bambi. I appreciate you coming in. Have a great rest of your day. See, says, take care, Bambi. Abby says, have a good day, Bambi. See, 9 incredible people in and 81 thumbs up. And again, thank you for dropping by and visiting, Bambi. This underneath here is actually rock. They recently redid this. All this right here is rock. Awesome. Right by the rod tip again. I'm sorry, guys, but when they hit right by the rod tip, you got to get them out of the water quick. Come on, bud. I got you. I was thinking if he tried to get away on him. Then give him a drink. And when they hit right at the rod tip, there's no chance but to drag those up. And by the way, I've only got like I believe it's a 10-pound test on that bait caster. So if I get a 3-4 pounder, I'm in trouble. If they hit right by the rod tip like that. Awesome, my friends. Let's see, 4. Yeah, so that's 5 largemouth now. 5 largemouth, 2 channel catfish, and 3 bluegill. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. We got one more till we break into the double digits. Plus, it is actually better on the largemouth when you get in and out quick. Not nearly as much stress on him. Yeah, he's gotten hit by a bird. Cool guy. Gotta love it, my friends. Gotta love it. Bye, buddy. See you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. We got a little bit of time left. Let's see, Daniel says, good luck, bro. Terry, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Got a chunk of this. Got a chunk of this back. Seth says, hey, Daryl. Let's see, Daniel says, Seth. And let's see, James Fishing. Yo, I'm a gift. Let's see, Fishy says, 4 largemouth, 2 brim, and actually 2 channel catfish there, Fishy. You almost got it right. Oh, and again, thank you for the coin there, the lucky coin. Thank you, James Fishing. You missed it by 1, Fishy. Yeah, 4 largemouth, 4 largemouth, 3 bluegill, and 2 channel catfish. Close enough. It's close enough. There you go. It's close enough, Fishy. So far, yep, not bad for a little hour and a half in. No real choice, but drag those fish in when they hit right into the rods and like that. Awesome. Thanks. I get to set the hook. I like to pull. Oh, he's already let go. I should probably be using a stinger hook. I don't want to deal with the extra snag. Dude, man, that fucking pulled a rod out of me. hate it when they do that. They smack it so hard. They pull the lure around. You're offset there for a second. You're like, what the heck is that thing doing like that so hard? What are you doing? Where are you doing? I'm anxious to see what's hitting on worm right here, right by the bank as well. Looking good. A little bobble jig right here. So, you never know what's going to be out here. One spot to the next. Steadily moving towards the double digit mark. I haven't gotten to drinking any of my soda yet. I've been casting for a while. I'll never say MVP doesn't put on a show, my friend. Oh, top, man, that was gone. Man. These are just little garden variety worms I dug up. That worm, white worm, night crawlers, smorgasbord of yeah, that's a pretty bluegill. Yeah, we're now up to 3 now. I believe it's like 4 bluegill, by the way, but check this one guy out. Gorgeous colorations on this guy. Beautiful one, folks. Absolutely beautiful. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, my friends. See you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can punch the double digits. I believe we got 9 all together. Whatever species we caught. Let's see if we can break into the. See if we can get the double digits. Yeah, by the way, I think we already have, but I'm gonna be safe about it. Off again. We only have 1 bass. Tons of fish in this case. He may have 3 or 4. That's a nice beautiful hair. That's a keeper there, folks. That's 7 inches. What a beautiful guy, folks. Beautiful one. Gorgeous. Bronze colorations on that one. Let me get the hook out of this guy because he's got yuck on him. So yeah. Come on. Down like that. Alright, hooks out, folks. You buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, where's my tablet? What do I do with those things? There it is. I see it now, right behind that cell phone instead of in front of it. Sorry about that. That probably won't be picked up that quickly. And thank you, Fishy. Like. All right. Let's see. Dan says, that's bait right there. Honeycutt says, I got you. Yep. That'll push us into the 10 range. Yeah, that breaks us into the 10 range today, folks. Those are some bigger gills out here. Must have been around the tip. Our bobber slipped on us. I thought I saw that slip. Our bobber slipped on us. Right over the notch. Kept on going. How's that? Dang it. Oops. Oh, bigger. Big boil from my back of that one. Kept moving it, nothing. All of a sudden, there's a big fish on there. See if I can get one more for you guys. Got it. One more for you guys. I know that's the lowest of the day. That's the lowest of the day, folks. And now we reset. Seriously? Crap. Oh well. We've been up about 3 hours, folks. I don't want to run my battery down all the way. Getting a little loud out here. I don't want the audio, the audio strikes. So I think I'm going to call her. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. We caught quite a number of fish today. Gorgeous guy. Pretty little guy to end the day. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like I said, it's getting a little loud down here. I don't want the audio strikes. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. And our clock reset, so I can't even tell how long we've been in. But it's definitely been about 3 hours. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys coming in. I believe we caught 4 or 5 largemouth. I think we caught 5 largemouth. So it's one there, one there, one there, and 2 there. Yeah, I think we caught 5. So I'll have to check the numbers, but all right. I'm just gonna have my own good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day, my friends. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.